The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It is a big play there for the Lions. A gain of 48. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Hooker. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Here's Hooker. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Hooker to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They run with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On on the bootleg. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Back to throw. Hooker. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. A gain there of 11. First down, Detroit.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing is Hooker. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. An extra point attempt to follow. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll take this up to the 30. A pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Let's go. Ready.
Once again, it's Walker. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16. Now it's Howe. That'll be batted down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Set. Alert. Alert. Warrior 70. Get it.
Here's Howe. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw, Hooker. This one finds Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. Here comes third and 6. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Third and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is catch number 60 for the season.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. To throw is Howell. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. When that last possession results in the pick, you'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
Here we go, set.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Howell. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Come on, set, go.
Back to throw. Howell. Got it with Smith and Jigba. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here we go.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
19, let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Now they'll set up to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Hooker. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hooker. That's caught by Gibbs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A throw on the move is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's taken in. And he will have the 1st down, almost a touchdown, out of bounds, just short of the pylon. So they roll the dice on 4th down and are rewarded with 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Lions will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll throw with Howell. Now a loose football. It looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 70 rings, 19 Lions.
Throwing is Howell. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Set, go.
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Varner. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd and 2. Quick throw here is complete. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's Howard. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 2nd down, Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Howe. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now, Hooker. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Hooker to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. To throw, Hooker. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hooker. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This caught, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Back to throw. Howell. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Walker. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL.
Ready?
3rd and long. To throw is Howell. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Howell. He He's going to take a shot down the field. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll get this only to about the 20. Second down and 8. Here's Hooker. This one finds Peoples-Jones. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Hooker. That's caught by Gibbs. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Lions first down. He'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Sending a receiver right. That one taken in by St. Brown. Good recovery after the penalty. He's back within a couple of yards of that first down. They come to the line now on second and 2. They hand it to Gibbs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on second and 4. Now, faking the give. Off he goes. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Open space inside the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready, go!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A 49-yard gain. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Howell. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th and goal.
70 range, 70 range. Ready?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A run here with Gibbs. And a nice hole opens up. He's got a first down out of that one, up to the 14-yard line.
Down at the 14-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Lions first down.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Gibbs. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They bounce back from the loss last week.